Hi everyone, welcome back sa aking channel, GTR Math Tutorial. Sa Facebook naman ay RJ Enseñado. So for today's video ay magdi-discuss tayo ng another set ng UPCAT or any college entrance test. Math reviewer, meron tayong another 10 items. So para sa mas marami pa, meron akong playlist, ilalagay ko dyan sa description. Marami na akong nai-upload na UPCAT or college entrance test. I-click nyo lang po nasa description. Okay? So may 10 items tayo. Bawat slide ay i-post nyo po muna bago nyo sagutan or bago nyo panoodin ng aking solution. Tapos i-comment nyo kung ilan ang score nyo out of 10. Okay, so let's start. Number 1, find all zeros of x to the fourth minus 10x squared plus 9 over x cubed minus 2x squared minus 3x. So to find all the zeros, all we have to do is equate this expression to 0. Find all zeros. So equate this to 0. So equate to 0, lagyan lang natin equal 0, and then we can solve this by factoring. We just need to factor the numerator and denominator. So in numerator, meron tayong x to the fourth minus 10x squared plus 9. Itong x to the fourth, pwede natin itong isulat as x squared and then squared. And then we have minus 10x squared plus 9. Ang denominator naman, meron sila lahat na x. So we can factor out the x. Factor out the common x. So we have divide this x cubed divided by x. So that will be x squared. And then minus, nilabas yung isang x. So we have 2x. And then minus 3 equals 0. For the numerator, we can factor this by quadratic. Since we can, if we let y is equal to x squared, then this expression, the numerator, will become y squared minus 10y plus 9, which is now a quadratic expression. So, to factor this, y squared minus 10y plus 9, we can use trial and error. Factors of y squared, y and y. Factors of positive 9, such that the sum is negative 10, will be negative 10 factor of 9, so that will be negative 9 and negative 1. Okay? When we multiply this, negative 9 times negative 1, that is equal to positive 9. When we add, negative 9 plus negative 1 is equal to negative 10. But the value of y is x squared. So therefore, the factor now of this x squared minus 10x squared plus 9 will be y minus 9 or x squared minus 9. So we have x squared minus 9, and then the other one is y minus 1, but y is again x squared. So we have x squared minus 1 all over x. Now, we factor x squared minus 10x plus 3. Okay, so by trial and error again, we have factors of x squared, x and x, factors of negative 3, such that the sum is negative 2. So we have negative 3 and positive 1. Okay? When we multiply this, negative 3 times 1, that is negative 3. When we add, negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. Okay? So therefore, so we can now cancel, or we factor first this, the numerator, using the x squared minus y squared. The factor of this are x plus y and x minus y. Okay? So x squared minus 9, 9 is a perfect square. That is equal to 3 squared. So therefore, we have x plus 3 and x minus 3. Okay? For x squared minus 9. And then for x squared minus 1, it's in the form x squared minus y squared. Square root of 1 is 1. So therefore, the factors of this are x plus 1 and x minus 1 equals 0. Okay? And then, just copy the denominator x minus 3, x plus 1, and then we can cancel the x plus 1 and then the x minus 3. So we have left with x plus 3 times x minus 1 over x equals 0. Okay. Now, we can multiply both sides of the equation by x. If we multiply both sides of the equation by x, 0 times x, this is still 0. We just cancel x. So, we have x plus 3 and x minus 1 equals 0. So last step, equate each factor to 0. X plus 3 equals 0 or x minus 1 equals 0. Subtract 3 to both sides. So we cancel this. X is equal to negative 3. And then for the other one, we have add 1 to both sides. So therefore, we have cancel this. X is equal to positive 1. So the final answer is 1 and negative 3. And that is letter D. Okay. Number 2, simplify 4th root of 32x to the 5th y times 4th root of 2x y squared. Since we both have same index, both 4, we can multiply the radicand. Okay? Multiply the radicand since we have both 4 as index. Okay, so therefore we have 4th root of, let's multiply this, 32x to the 5th y and then times 2x y squared. We can express 32 as 2 to the 5th. 32 is 2 to the 5th. Okay? So we have 4th root of 32 is 2 to the 5th. Itabi natin ito times 2. And then we have x to the 5th times x. And then we have y and y squared. Now we can combine. We can combine the same bases. 2 to the 5th times 2, that is 2 to the 6th. May invisible 1 dito. So 2 to the 5th times 2 is equal to 2 to the 5 plus 1. So that is 2 to the 6. When we apply the law of exponent, a to the m times a to the n, that is equal to, copy the same base, a to the m plus n. Okay? Apply also to the x. We have 1 here. So we have x to the 5 plus 1. We have 6. And then y times y squared, invisible 1 here. So we have y to the 1 plus 2. That is equal to 3. Now we can 2 to the 6 and x to the 6, we can factor this as, because the exponent is higher than the index, we can separate this as 2 to the 4th times 2 squared. Okay? X to the 6, we can write that as x to the 4th times x squared, and then we have y cubed. Okay? Now, makakalabas itong 4th root of 2 to the 4th x to the 4th, since the exponents of 2 and x to the 4th are the same, we can cancel this, or we can write this as 4th root of 2 to the 4th x to the 4th times 4th root of 2 squared, so that is 4, and then we have x squared y cubed. So final answer, we can cancel the 4th root and the radical, cancel the 4th root, and then the exponent for final answer, 2x times the 4th root of 2 squared, that is 4, and then we have x squared y cubed. So the final answer is letter B, 2x, 4th root of 4x squared y cubed. So ang technique sa pagsosolve ng radical, kapag mas mataas yung exponent, kailangan i-break natin yon na merong equal dun sa exponent. Kasi kapag merong same exponent, makakalabas siya ng radical sign. Number 3, the sum of two numbers is 80. What is their greatest product? So, i-shortcut na natin ito. Automatic pag ganitong hinahanap yung greatest product given yung sum of two numbers, ang shortcut lang dyan, 80 divided by, hatiin natin sa dalawa ito, 80 divided by 2, that will be 40 times 40, that is equal to 1,600. Laging nasa gitna yung greatest sum, greatest product pag given yung sum. By inspection kasi yan, ano yung mga sum ng two numbers na magiging 80? Magsimula tayo sa 0 plus 80. 0 plus 80, no? Tapos imumultiply natin kasi greatest product ang hinahanap. So 0 times 80 equal yan sa 80. Or sorry, sa 0. And then another sum, 1 plus 79. So pag binultiply natin, equal sa 79. And then we have 2 plus 78, that is 80. Pag binultiply, 2 times 78, that is equal to 2 times 70, 140 plus 16. So we have 156. And then 3 times 77 equal ito sa 3 times 7, 21, carry 2. 3 times 7, 21 plus 2, we have 23. Kung mapapansin natin, lumalaki yan. 0 hanggang naging 231. Papunta dito, 39. 39 times 41. Pakita lang natin. 39 times 41, mas malaki pa rin yung 1,600. Ito yung pinakamalaki. Pag minultiply natin yan, 39 times 41, 1 times 39, we have 39. 4 times 9, 36, carry 3. 4 times 3, 12 plus 3, we have 5. Pag inad natin, 1599. Ayun, almost 1 lang ang pagitan, no? 1599. So, ang pinakamalaki dyan lagi, itong nasa gitna, 40 times 40. Kasi pag dinaretso pa natin ito, magiging 41 times 39, pabalik na rin ito. So, nagsimula tayo sa 0, pataas ng pataas yan, hanggang makuha natin yung gitna, 1,600. 40 times 40. So, that's the shortcut in finding the greatest product given yung sum. Laging i-divide nyo lang sa 2, yung given na sum, yun na yung greatest product. Number 4. Describe the roots of 2x squared minus 6x plus 5 equals 0. Para makuha natin yung nature ng roots natin, kunin lang natin yung discriminant. Ang discriminant, yung b squared minus 4ac. Kasi sa quadratic formula natin, di ba may quadratic formula, x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay? So meron tayong mga tatlong case para malaman natin yung roots or nature ng roots ng ating quadratic equation. Kapag greater than 0 ito, ito lang ito yung discriminant ang tawag dito. Kapag greater than 0, edi ano siya, real, unequal, and rational. Ito yon kapag greater than 0. Kapag less than 0, imaginary siya. Ito naman siya, imaginary. Automatic conjugate yun pag imaginary. Dalawang pair kasi yan, isang plus, isang minus. Kapag equal 0 naman, isa lang yung root niya. Isa lang yung root. Wala naman sa choices yan, no? Yun, letter C. Kapag equal 0, real, equal, and rational. Okay? So, isolve lang natin. Kunin natin yung mga values ng A, B, C. Ang A, coefficient of x squared. A is equal to 2. B is the coefficient of x. So, we have negative 6. C is the constant term. We have 5. So, i-substitute lang natin dito. So, we have B. We have negative 6. So, negative 6 squared minus 4ac, the value of A is 2. So 4 times 2, the value of C is 5. Okay, I evaluate negative 6 times negative 6 or negative 6 squared is 36 minus 2 times 5, this will be 10 times 4, 40. Pag sinubtract natin, 36 minus 40 is negative 4. Therefore, imaginary siya kasi magiging siyang square root of negative 4, imaginary number. So the answer is letter A, imaginary conjugates. Automatic conjugate, basta imaginary. Number 5. Find the values of k for which the equation x squared over k minus kx plus k equals 0 has 2 real roots. 2 real roots daw. Ayan. Pag sinabing 2 real roots, kagaya nung kanina, balikan natin, dapat greater than 0 siya. Kapag 2, real, unequal, and rational, 2 real roots dapat siya greater than 0. Okay, so balikan natin ito. Para maging 2 real roots, kailangan natin greater than 0 ang discriminant. So alamin muna natin yung mga A, B, C natin. A is the coefficient of x squared. Nasa denominator, so 1 over k. B is the coefficient of x. That is negative k. And then C is the constant term. We have positive k. Substitute lang natin sa B squared minus 4ac. Greater than 0 dapat ito. Okay? Para maging 2 real roots. So pag sinubstitute natin, ang value ng B ay negative k. Square natin. So we have negative k squared minus 4. The value of A is 1 over k. And then the value of C is k. Greater than 0 dapat ito. So simplify this. Negative k squared is equal to positive k squared. Minus, we can cancel the 1 over k and k. Okay, so therefore we have k squared minus 4 is greater than 0. We can factor this since difference nasa form ng difference of 2 squares, 4 can be expressed as k squared minus 4 squared. And then, we can factor using difference of 2 squares, we have k plus 2 and then k minus 2. Ngayon, meron tayong quadratic inequality. Kapag quadratic inequality, magandang gamitin dito yung fishbowl method. So ito yung fishbowl method, kukunin lang natin yung critical numbers natin. Ang critical numbers natin, isolve lang natin yung bawat factor, isolve natin yung 0. K plus 2 equals 0. Therefore, subtract 2 to both sides. K equals negative 2. One of the critical numbers ito. And then K minus 2 equals 0. Add 2 to both sides. K is equal to positive 2. Okay, so i-plot natin yan dito. Negative 2 and positive 2. So meron tayong 3 regions na pwede nating maging solution. Ito yung first region natin. Greater than 0 lang, no? So, walang equal sign. Ito yung first. And then, ito yung second part natin ng solution. And then, ito yung third part ng solution natin. Tatlong regions yung pwedeng maging solution natin. Etong dito sa part na ito ay ganitong notation yung ginamit natin, no? Set builder, no? So, therefore, ito ay k less than -2 ito. Etong nasa right ay k greater than 2. Ito namang nasa pagitan nila, ang tawag dito ay k, nasa gitna yung k greater than -2. Ayan, lagyan natin ng equal, may equals dito. Less than or equal to 2. So, yan yung mga regions of na pwede nating maging solution. Ita-trial and error natin yan. Or, gamitin natin yung fishbowl method. Gawa lang ako ng table dito. Isa pa dito, column. Tapos, isusulat ko dito, pag nakabisado nyo itong technique na ito, napakabilis nito, isulat ko dito yung k plus 2. Dito yung k minus 2. Dito yung kanilang product. K plus 2 times k minus 2. Kaya fishbowl method ang tawag dito. Kasi kapag -2, lagay natin, palitan natin ng kulay. Kapag -2, sinubstitute natin sa k plus 2, magiging 0 ito. Ayan, 0 siya. Kasi -2, sinubstitute dito, magiging 0 siya. Ito namang 2, pag sinubstitute natin dito sa k minus 2, magiging 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. So therefore, 0 siya dito, lalagyan ko dito. Ayan, di ba parang may fishbowl tayo? Automatic, yung nasa left ng 0, negative. Nasa right niya, positive. Ito yung 0, nasa left niya, negative. Nasa right niya, positive. Ngayon, itong dito sa last part, i-multiply natin. Ibig sabihin lang nito, sa region na ito, kahit anong number, i-substitute natin sa k plus 2, magiging negative siya. Pag minultiply natin, negative times negative, positive. Positive times negative is negative. Positive times positive is positive. Ang hinahanap natin ay greater than 0 or positive. So therefore, ang solution natin ay yung mga positive. Ito yon. Dalawa yung solution natin. Dalawa yung positive. So anong solution natin? Itong k minus 2. Ito yon. K is less than -2 and k is greater than positive 2. Dalawa yung solution natin, kaya ang answer natin ay letter B, or dalawa yung solution. K is less than -2 or k is greater than 2. So, kapag ganyan yung value ng k natin, meron tayong 2 real roots kasi nga yung discriminant natin ay greater than 0. Number 6, find the remainder when x to the fourth minus 9x squared minus 2x plus 5 is divided by x plus 3. Dalawang solution ang ipapakita ko sa inyo. Actually, pwedeng tatlo pero ilalampasan na natin yung long division. Pwedeng gumamit tayo ng remainder theorem or synthetic division. Remainder theorem ang gagamitin natin. Tapos, yung isa naman ay synthetic division. Okay? Synthetic division. So, ito yung dalawang solution para dito. Sabi sa remainder theorem, ang remainder ay isosolve lang natin itong divisor natin, x plus 3. Pag sinolve natin ito, x plus 3 equals 0, ang value ng x natin ay equal sa -3. Just subtract 3 to both sides or transpose 3 to the other side. We have x equals -3. Ito na yung kukuhanin natin yung p of -3. I-substitute natin sa x. Kung ano yung maging value nun, yun na yung remainder natin. So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng remainder theorem. So, i-assign natin p of x ito. P of x is x to the fourth minus 9x squared minus 2x plus 5. So, kunin natin yung p of -3. So, p of -3, i-substitute lang natin sa lahat ng x yung -3. -3 to the fourth minus 9 times -3 squared minus 2 times -3 plus 5. So pag sinolve natin yan, -3 to the fourth is -81. This will be -3 squared, magiging positive ito, no? -3 times -3, positive 9. Times -9, kaya magiging na itong, itong una ay positive kasi 4 pala. 4 na -3, positive yon. Tapos ito magiging negative 81. So 0 na ito. -2 times -3, we have positive 6. And then we have positive 5. Makakancel lang itong 81 minus 81. 0 yan. 6 plus 5 is 11. The final answer is letter D, 11. Then pag synthetic division naman ang ginamit natin, di ba pag synthetic division, kunin lang natin yung mga coefficients pero kumpleto dapat. Coefficient ng x to the fourth, 1. Coefficient of x cubed, wala. Lagyan natin ng 0. Coefficient of x squared, -9. Coefficient of x, -2. The constant term, 5. And then, synthetic divisor natin, ito rin, -3. Okay, so ang gagawin lang natin, yung remainder natin, ito yan, yung last part. So ang step lang natin, bring down 1. Lahat nung nandito sa baba, i-multiply natin dito. Multiply lang natin lahat. 1 times negative 3, we have negative 3. Tapos i-add lang natin. 0 plus negative 3, we have negative 3. Again, multiply natin ito dito. Negative 3 times negative 3, positive 9. Add natin, magiging 0. Multiply ulit, 0 times negative 3 is 0. Negative 2 plus 0 is negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 3, we have positive 6. Add natin, 5 plus 6, we have 11. So same answer, 11 pa rin ang ating remainder. Number 7, so variation. If y is directly proportional to x plus 5 and y equals 6 when x equals negative 3, find y when x equals 3. Okay, so gawin natin yung equation. Y is directly proportional. Kapag directly proportional, ganito ang equation niyan. Y is equal to k, may constant tayo lagi kapag direct proportion, and then x plus 5. Y equals k times x plus 5. Kapag directly proportional, nasa numerator. Kapag inversely proportional naman, nasa denominator yung x plus 5. Okay? And then mayroon tayong given, y equals 6, when x equals negative 3, isubstitute lang natin parehas yan sa y and k para masolve natin yung value ng k. Y equals 6 daw. Palitan ito ng 6. K, x is negative 3. So we have negative 3 plus 5. Solve for k. So 6 is equal to k times negative 3 plus 5. That is positive 2. Divide both sides by 2 para ma-isolate na natin yung k. The value of k is equal to 6 divided by 2, 3. Okay. Ngayon, find y when x equals 3. So i-substitute ulit natin. Ito ulit. Okay. I-substitute natin yung x equals 3 tsaka may value na tayo ng k. That is 3. So therefore, y is equal to, substitute k, that is 3. And then x, the value of x is 3. 3 plus 5. Okay? So therefore, 3 times 3 plus 5 is 8. Multiply 3 times 8, 24. So the value of y is 24, letter B. Number 8, find the distance between the point is square root of 2, 1 and negative square root of 2, 0. Gamitan lang natin ang distance formula. Ang distance formula ay square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Or pwedeng makabaligtad ito. X sub 1 minus x sub 2 squared plus y sub 1 minus y sub 2 squared. Okay lang mabaligtad ito kasi naka-square. Okay? Naka-square siya kaya kahit magkabaligtad yan, walang problema. Basta pag-a-assign nyo dito, wag nyong magka-partner dapat yung subscript. X sub 1, y sub 1. Okay? Ito naman kabila, x sub 2, y sub 2. Importante magka-partner yung subscript, parehas 1, parehas 2. So, i-substitute lang natin sa ating distance formula. Ang x sub 1 natin is square root of 2 minus, minus tas minus ulit. So, dalawang minus ito. Minus square root of 2 squared plus y sub 1 is 1 minus 0. Bali wala na yan, squared. So, therefore, magiging itong plus square root of 2 minus minus. Di magiging na siyang square root of 2 plus square root of 2. And then we have squared plus 1 minus 0 is 1 squared. Simplify natin. Dalawang square root of 2, di magiging na lang siyang parang x plus x, 2x. So, magiging siyang 2 square root of 2 squared plus 1 squared, evaluate na natin, 1 times 1, 1 pa rin. So, tapos, isimplify natin ito, i-distribute natin itong exponent. Exponent na 2, 2 times 2, we have 4, and then 2, square root of 2 squared. Di magiging cancel lang yung radical tsaka yung square, magiging times 2 na lang siya, plus 1. Okay. Equals na siya sa square root of 4 times 2, 8 plus 1, that is equal to square root of 9, which is equal to 3. So, ang distance ay letter D, 3. Number 9, find the vertex of the parabola y squared plus 8x minus 6y plus 1 equals 0. So, para makuha natin yung vertex, kailangan alam natin yung vertex form. Ano ang vertex form ng parabola? Na naka-square yung y, ibig sabihin, ang opening ng parabola nito ay left or right. So, ang equation natin, ang vertex form ay y minus k squared equals 4p and then x minus h. Kapag nalagay natin sa ganitong form, ang vertex natin ay hk. O tandaan na, negative dapat parehas yan. So, ang vertex natin, pag negative parehas, hk. Kapag naging positive, edi magiging opposite naman nun, negative. Okay. So, dali natin sa ganitong form. Para magawa yon, pagsamahin natin yung y squared and lahat ng may y sa left, lahat ng natira sa kabilang side. So, ibig sabihin sa 8x and positive 1, lipat natin sa kabilang side. So, minus 8x tayo both sides para mapalipat sa kabila, minus 1 to both sides. Or simply just transpose. So, we have y squared minus 6y equals negative 8x minus 1. Ngayon, gagawin natin siyang square of binomial. Para magawa nating square of binomial ito, maging perfect square, y squared minus 6y, mag-a-add tayo ng anong term? Isosolve natin kung anong term yung i-add natin both sides para maging perfect square trinomial ito. So, ang formula natin para dyan, kapag meron tayong x squared plus or minus bx, ano yung ipa-plus natin? Ang formula lang natin dyan ay b over 2 squared. Okay? Ang b yung coefficient ng x. So ito yung b natin, negative 6. Or actually kahit hindi na isama yung negative sign, ito na lang 6. So i-apply lang natin itong formula na to para maging perfect square trinomial yan. So we have b over 2 squared, magiging siyang 6 over 2 squared, which is equal to 3 squared, and that is equal to 3 times 3, 9. Kailangan nating mag-add ng 9 to both sides. Okay? Ngayon, perfect square trinomial na ito, pwede na yang i-convert sa square of binomial. Paano gawin yan? Yung square root ng y squared y, square root ng 9, 3, tapos ang sign natin, yung sign ng middle term, so negative. Pag in-expand natin ito, babalik siya dito sa y squared minus 6y plus 9. Okay? And then for this one, we have negative 8x. Combine lang natin yung negative 1 plus 9. That is positive 8. Ngayon, i-factor out natin yung negative 8. Kailangan nasa ganitong form. Ayun, may naka-factor out dito yung 4p. So therefore, final answer natin, vertex form, y minus 3 squared is equal to, factor out the negative 8. Magiging itong, nilabas yung negative sign or negative 8. So may natirang x dito. Ito naman, positive 8 ito. Pag lumabas yung negative 8, magiging siyang negative 1. Para pag minultiply natin, babalik sa negative 8x, negative 8 times negative 1, babalik sa positive 8. Okay? So ngayon, ano ang vertex natin? Ang vertex natin, yung HK, ito na yon. Ang H, yung nasa kapartner ng x, x minus 1. So positive 1 siya. Dahil ang formula natin, naka-negative yan. So ang vertex natin ay 1 at 3. So 1, 3, that is letter A. 0.13 ang vertex ng parabola. Last number, number 10. Solve the inequality 4 over x plus 5 greater than or equal to 1. Para ma-solve ito, gagamitin natin dito yung fishbowl method. Kailangan yung right side ay 0. So itong 1, dalhin natin sa kabilang side. Okay, so dito natin isulat. 4 over x plus 5. Pag lumipat sa kabila yung 1, magiging siyang minus 1. Equals or greater than or equal to 0. Okay, itong 1, pag sinimplify natin ito, pwede natin lagyan ng over 1. 1 over 1, ano yan? 1 pa rin. Kaya ako nilagyan ng denominator para madaling makita nyo na butterfly method yung gagamitin natin. Di ba pag nag-add or subtract tayo ng fraction, pwede natin gamitin itong butterfly. Okay, so i-butterfly natin. 4 times 1, we have 4 minus 1 times x plus 5. Importante yung parenthesis dito kasi yung iba, pag hindi pinarenthesis, may iba yung sign ng numerator. Kaya pinakita ko muna x plus 5 times 1. So sige, isulat ulit natin. X plus 5 times 1. Greater than or equal to 0. Simplify natin. 4, distribute the negative sign. So we have negative x, negative 5 over, bali wala na itong 1, x plus 5 is greater than or equal to 0. Okay? Napagpatuloy natin dito. Simplify lang natin ito. 4 minus 5. Negative 1 na lang yun, no? So 4 minus 5, makonvert na siya. Negative x minus 1 over x plus 5. Greater than or equal to 0. Ngayon, dahil may negative tayo dito, pwede nating i-factor out yung negative sign. Ilagay ko na lang sa gitna ng fraction bar para maayos tingnan. Negative parehas, so magiging na siyang positive parehas. X plus 1 over x plus 5 greater than or equal to 0. Ngayon, para magamit yung fishbowl method, kailangan nating kunin yung mga critical numbers natin. So, kunin natin yung critical numbers para mailagay natin sa number line. So, fishbowl method ang gagamitin natin. Critical numbers, compute the zeros of the numerator and denominator. X plus 5 equals 0 and x plus 1 equals 0. So, subtract 1 to both sides. X is equal to negative 1. Ito yung unang critical number natin. Pangalawa, subtract 5 to both sides. X is equal to negative 5. Ito yung mga critical numbers. Ilagay natin sa number line. Negative 5 and then negative 1. So, therefore, meron tayong tatlong regions. Mahati itong regions natin dito. Itong part na ito. Sa left. Itong nasa gitna. At itong nasa right. Tingnan natin yung inequality natin, greater than or equal. Ibig sabihin, kasama yung mga boundaries natin, negative 5 and negative 1. Pero tandaan sa denominator, bawal tayong maging negative 5 ay maging, ang x bawal maging negative 5 kasi magiging 0. Pag naging 0 ang denominator, undefined yon. So ibig sabihin, hindi kasama si negative 5 pero kasama si negative 1. So pag dinrow natin ito, hindi kasama si negative 5, so parenthesis ang gagamitin natin. Interval notation tayo, no? So itong part na ito ay negative infinity up to negative 5. Hindi kasama si negative 5. Ito namang part na ito ay nasa gitna, negative 5 hanggang negative 1, kasama si negative 1. Kasi meron tayong greater than or equal. And then sa last part natin, simula tayo sa negative 1 papuntang positive infinity. So yan yung tatlong regions na pwedeng maging solution natin. Okay? So ayan, fishbowl method na natin. Paano gawin yan? I-table natin kagaya nung kanina. Dadiretso ko lang ito. Ito rin, nakatapat dito. I-diretso natin. Maglalagay pa tayo ng isa pang line dito. Tapos dito na natin ilalagay yung mga given natin. Numerator x plus 1. Denominator x plus 5. And then pag-combinein natin, huwag kakalimutan may negative tayo sa gitna. So then we have x plus 1 over x plus 5. Okay, so tuhugin na natin ang ating fishbowl. Negative 5. Kapag sinubstitute yung negative 5 dito sa x plus 5, magiging 0 ito. Ayan, so yan na yung unang fishbowl natin. Sa negative 1 naman, pag sinubstitute natin yung negative 1 dito sa x plus 1, 0 itong part na ito. Ayun, dalawa yung fishbowl. Automatic, ang nasa left na itong fishbowl ay negative. 0 yan, 0. Positive sa right. Ito yung 0, negative sa left, positive sa right. Ngayon, balikan natin ang inequality natin. Ang hinahanap natin greater than or equal to 0, ibig sabihin lang yan positive. So hanapin natin yung positive dito sa bottom row natin. Okay? So i-multiply lang natin. Okay? So nawala yung isang guhit. I-multiply lang natin. So ito yung isang guhit dito na pasama sa nabura ko. Ngayon, i-multiply natin ito. Negative times negative. I-over kasi natin to, no? Over. Negative over negative is positive. Pero tandaan, may negative pa tayo dito. Hindi pa to kasama sa computation. Negative, 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 that is negative. Negative, positive, negative, dalawang negative, positive, times positive is positive na ito. And then positive, positive, may negative pa dito, negative. Ang hinahanap natin, again, ay positive. So ito na yung region natin. Ito yung solution natin. Anong part yon dito sa number line? Ito yon, negative 5 hanggang negative 1. Bracket dapat sa negative 1. Kaya letter D ang tamang sagot. Negative 5 up to negative 1, including the negative 1. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope may natutunan kayo sa 10 items na pinresent ko. Kung first time ninyo, huwag kakalimutang mag-subscribe and hit the bell button para updated kayo sa mga i-upload ko pang mga UPCAT or College Entrance Test Reviewer. Good luck sa lahat na nagre-review. Bye-bye and God bless.